So if you think of learning an instrument like putting together a million-piece jigsaw puzzle, teachers used to be the ones who gave you a new puzzle piece every week. But now you have all the pieces kind of sitting there in front of you if you want them. The problem is, if you don't know what the puzzle is supposed to look like, you're going to have a really hard time putting them together. Now that I've been teaching flute for over 7 years and I've been making these videos, these teaching videos for the last 6 months or so, I have some thoughts on the role of a flute teacher or a music teacher in general. Because now more than ever, my job is not to just give you information. Information is really readily available, and I love sharing my own perspectives and my own little tidbits here and there on my channels. But when I'm working one-on-one with a student and I'm your teacher, my job is way beyond that. It's way more than that. It's partially to have a vision for you, have a plan, because I've gone through this whole journey of getting to where I am with flute myself, and I've also helped a bunch of different students get to where they need to go from all different backgrounds. My role as the teacher is to be able to see the bigger picture and to be able to lead you to the point that you can start to see the bigger picture. Because when you're first learning an instrument, when you're first starting out at anything you do, it's impossible to have intuition about where you need to go because you don't have the experience that builds intuition. And that's why it's really important in the beginning to find a teacher who's a really good match for you, because you need to be able to trust their vision for you, their strategy, their plan to get you where you need to go. And the other half of my job, because I would be doing you a disservice if I just wanted you to trust me blindly the whole way through. So the other part of my job is to get you to think independently. And at that point, my job is more like a course corrector. I can point you in the right direction. I can get you asking the right questions and answering your own questions a lot of the time. So if you think of learning an instrument like putting together a million-piece jigsaw puzzle, teachers used to be the ones who gave you a new puzzle piece every week to add to your collection. But now you have all the pieces kind of sitting there in front of you if you want them. The problem is, if you don't know what the puzzle is supposed to look like, you're going to have a really hard time putting them together. And so instead of being the puzzle piece dispenser, which we still are, like I will still give you information during your lessons, but I think my most valuable job is in helping you put those pieces together and in showing you what those pieces mean. What is the bigger picture? What are we making with all of these pieces? Those were my thoughts of the day. If you found them helpful, please subscribe to my channel. I will be posting flute tips and insights like this, and I always do my best to include the context behind each idea that I share so that you can figure out how the information relates to your bigger picture puzzle. I'm also working really hard to build a learning library on Buy Me a Coffee, so if you follow me on there, you'll get articles emailed to you every week. And there's also an option to join my flute club for $5 a month. You'll get access to the articles as well as any PDFs and printable resources that I create. And of course, I do teach one-on-one flute lessons. I'm based in Paris, but I have students online all over the world. If you're interested, you can fill out a contact form on my website and I'll get you set up with a consultation. That way we can talk about where you want to go, what your goals are, and get you started.